I just want you to understand that you are the niche when it comes down to creating content. You are a human being that has a plethora of different things that you're really into. And I know there's a lot of people that decide like, oh, I want to make content that is based solely on this one thing. But when it comes down to this new era of content creators and people that are creating content, I think it's smarter for you to not niche down. I believe that you are specifically the niche. You are the person that is going to have people gravitate towards you. And the content that you create is what's important towards that. If you do want to niche down and there's a specific thing that you really want to start creating towards, that's totally fine. But I think what I've seen a lot of creators get tired of and fall flat and then all of a sudden die off is when they do decide to niche down and they're doing the same thing over and over again. And that repetitiveness is kind of what drags on creators and what drags on people that aren't understanding that we're multifaceted. All of us human beings have different opinions on different things, have different likes on different things. And so it's hard to just find a single like on something and decide this is the content that I want to make about it. I believe right now audiences are drawn to genuine and authentic personalities. There has been a huge space right now, and you can see it all over YouTube, where people are gravitating towards just any type of content, but it's the content that these people are genuinely excited to make, whether it be vlogs, whether it be like sit down content, whether it be a bunch of different things in between. And I think if that's something that you really want to strive towards and you really want to start making content, you need to make sure that you don't niche down, not in this current space that we're in. If you have a bunch of different things that you want to try out, this is now the time to try them out. And if something sticks, hey, you keep continuing to do so. But as long as you're being your authentic self, I believe that is what is truly most important. I don't believe that adhering to a specific niche is what is going to get you to the top. I think right now what you need to do is just focus on creating in general. Focus on different things, focus on stuff that you want to showcase. And the more that you start to do that, the more that you start to realize maybe this is what I really like to do more than this other thing. But doing one specific thing isn't always going to work out for yourself. And I think right now we're in this space on YouTube where if you really want to keep going for it and you really want to grow, you need to do a bunch of different things all at once. I think that if you diversify your content and do a bunch of different things, the more wider your audience becomes. And I know that sometimes people will be like, well, I'm only here for this specific thing. Well, you're always going to find a new audience, because eventually sometimes those people get tired of the specific thing that you're actually doing, which is crazy. But I believe that if you do diversify what you do, you begin to diversify your audience, and then now you have a wider spectrum of people that are gradually going to come and subscribe to your channel and watch your content. As you start to build a personal brand and as you start to do things out of the norm, you need to center it towards you. And you centering it towards you helps you better understand what value that you can bring to the table for the people that are watching your videos. I don't think that it's smart of you to not center your personal brand around yourself. It just doesn't make any sense. I think it makes more sense if you center everything around yourself, understand what you can bring to the table, and then see what that value is towards the people that are going to be gradually subscribing, watching, and partaking into the content that you are creating. If you're limiting yourself to a specific niche, it's not allowing yourself as a content creator and as a person to evolve and to grow. If you are only doing the same thing over and over again, you never get the chance to realize, hey, maybe this specific thing is actually cooler, or maybe me doing this is actually more fun. The more that you gradually start to be more broad and, bring a lot of different assets to the table, the more that you're going to be able to grow in general with the people that are subscribing and, just genuinely growing with your platform. I believe that that type of flexibility is stopping a lot of people from burning out. And that's why you're seeing a lot of these new creators start to rise, and why you're seeing, smaller creators on the explore page and the main feed, and people are starting to gradually click on those videos because they're intrigued by what these specific people are bringing to the table. Because being burnt out is not fun. I promise you that. There was once a point in time where I told myself that I was going to be more specific with the type of content that I was making, which I still am, but it was more of a curated niche to a specific thing. And that got me burnt out and tired very quick. Because again, I'm very multifaceted. I like a plethora of different things. I like music, I like dancing, I like singing, I like gaming, I like making cinematic vlogs, I like doing sit-down videos like this, and so much more. So being able to just showcase this in a wider aspect, I know that eventually I'm going to gradually and continuously gain new audiences and much more. And I think for right now, that is what is most important. Is one, you need to just start. Don't be too worried about what you're gonna do and like what your niche is gonna be. You need to just get in front of a camera and start recording. Get some free softwares to edit with and publish that first video. Because you worrying about the niche is not important right now. What you need to focus on is just putting the content out in general. Do your due diligence, study different creators, look at the people that are posting on YouTube, see if there's something that you can do similar, but also just get in front of a camera and start recording. It can even be videos like this where you're just talking, because even now those type of videos are starting to populate and take up space here on this platform. I believe in you. You can do this. Just get started.